All right, I've run out of patience. On to roost!
How's everybody doing?
Cool. Fuck them. They poached Hellblade. Fuck MS. So, fuck Microsoft?
Fuck them! Fuck them up against the wall! We're handcuffs on them with crazy glue on their lips!
Not surprised, but Phil is such a scheming pile of trash. Hearing him talk about how exclusivity is bad for gaming was so cringe. Seeing this news proved my feelings. He's the same greasy salesman as the next. You know what, guys? This isn't your fault. Well, it kind of is. You can't hold anyone else accountable for being up in your feelings like this and emotionally compromising yourself in the process like a fucking idiot. But at least some of the blame can be laid squarely at the feet of video game journalism for mostly reporting on sensationalist headlines to generate clicks, which is likely why some of you thought the evergreen pastures of Xbox doing nothing would continue into the advent of the Series X and PlayStation 5 generation. If media outlets reported more on the why than the what, then they wouldn't have failed to stress the importance of Phil Spencer only being answerable to the CEO of Microsoft back in 2017, a position gaming has never held in Xbox's 20+ year history. But because that isn't as inflammatory as Xbox has no games and PlayStation 4 is slam dunking the competition on its own court, now some of you, particularly the subject material of this video, have to find a way to recalibrate your feelings and deal with something that has been written on the walls for almost 4 years. This won't convince me to buy an Xbox. I don't really have time to look at this right now, but can someone just confirm for me, will I still be able to play any future Dooms on PlayStation? If no, then fuck you, Microsoft. Won't miss them. Not a big deal. Bethesda games are not very good overall. Bethesda games aren't what they used to be. I'll tell you what. The fan I feel sorry for is the fan who goes about their business, only owns a PlayStation, never engaging in console wars, and plays their games in peace. The fan who takes a cursory glance at other Bethesda titles from time to time, but only really plays Skyrim because they love dragons. They barely play social media except to get the latest updates and revel in the deluge of titles coming to their PlayStation. It's been an entire generation of feeling like a premium customer by only owning a PlayStation, so why should it stop now? Only to wake up one morning and see a Bethesda-sized hole in the PlayStation skyline. That's the PlayStation fan I feel the most for. But then someone who plays games that reasonably is also reasonable enough to consider the plethora of options available to them to play what Bethesda is offering under Microsoft. In short, if you're a fanboy,
get fucked.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. That's weak. Are you kidding me? Okay, please be a good comment. Can I? Yeah. Oh, come on, man. This, I don't think I've ever played a single Bethesda game, so it doesn't affect me at all. Then,
why are you here?
Answer him!
Yeah, I only played Dishonored and Wolfenstein: The New Order, and I can say I enjoyed them. I will miss Arcane Studios, but yeah, people won't believe me in this sub when I say I never played any Fallout or Elder Scrolls game. But that's the truth. I never cared for those games. I know no one is asking, just in case anyone was curious, I have never played the Elder Scrolls or Fallout. Therefore, I am relatively Bethesda free, only slightly afflicted by my ex-love of Dishonored and Wolfenstein, but I will recover and I will rebuild. Do you really need that many words to say, this isn't fair? I'll never understand those who feel the need to go out of their way to tell you how little they care about something, like it's actual effort to go from here, where people are oblivious to your existence, to all the way over there, where no one on earth gives a shit. The person unaffected by this deal is the person not responding in this thread. Oh no! Anyway, what? Good. They needed games. I'm fine with it. I don't really like any of their game anyway.
Oh shit, damn, you looking real cute. What's your name? Oh shit. I'm killing myself.
Bye-bye the next Elder Scrolls. That one hurts the most. Only took 10 years, but finally some competition for PlayStation. Yeah, that's fair. The simplest way to grasp the situation at hand is that PlayStation did all their rebuilding in the PlayStation 3 era, and Xbox have done theirs in the Xbox One era. To add to that, imagine PlayStation had to rebuild from the ground up after losing Naughty Dog to third-party development, because those were the exact state of affairs at Xbox going from the 360 generation to the Xbox One generation. Bungie going third-party was one of the best and subsequently the worst thing to happen to PlayStation gamers. You get the long-coveted studio behind the golden era of Halo developing for your preferred platform, but over 10 years later, you lose an entire Western publisher responsible for some of the best RPGs to date. Well, what's the correlation here? If Bungie remained Xbox's premier studio regardless of how bad the Xbox One reveal was, they would have likely done enough to scrape through the generation on the strength of Destiny alone, keeping them under the firm delusion that nothing needed to change. Does this apply to Arcane games? Yes. Sony does have more studios with proven quality, but do not ignore this acquisition. Only major game as a PlayStation 5 main would be The Elder Scrolls 6. The rest are meh. I would rather inject heroin through a rusty needle that has been stewing in a septic tank than buy an Xbox. Well, luckily for you, these games will be on PC, iOS, Android, and xCloud. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Honestly, the future of gaming's so fucked. Doesn't matter if you're playing on a PC, it's still Microsoft Xbox. Laughing my ass off, salty fans. Phil Spencer still reached into your pocket. Yeah, hope manifests in some very peculiar ways. Like common sense being the last bastion of intelligence should tell you that games can still be purchased to own, irrespective of their presence in Game Pass. But I seriously doubt this is a question in good faith. Instead, it's a thinly veiled attempt to perpetuate the narrative that Xbox only allows you to rent their games, as I refuse to believe anyone on this planet who posts on a gaming site is this fucking stupid. So, okay, let's give them the benefit of a doubt, and they are posting here in good faith. Understandably, if I need an Xbox question answered, I ask a PlayStation-centric forum. Likewise, if I have a Series X query, I ask the PlayStation Twitter. Usually, a question like this is masquerading as a rallying cry to feel vindicated in your decision.
Are you with me, Lions?
Who else is keeping their PlayStation 5 instead of getting a Rentbox Series X? Hot take, don't care.
Why are you here?
Answer him.
You know, I was worried about this at first, and I think outside of Skyrim, has Bethesda made anything in the last 10 years I'm excited about? Fallout 4 broke my heart, and 76 broke it even more. With Microsoft at the helm, I'm confident they will fuck up Bethesda as they have, well, every other studio they've purchased. Cue talent exodus in 5, 4, 3, 4, 3. There you go, I finished the fucking sentence for you. I would have cared, like, maybe 10 years ago. Bethesda now? Pfft, who cares? Thanks for Ghostwire and Deathloop, but unless you're a fan of Bethesda games, I'm trying to figure out why PlayStation fans should care about this. One studio? Wow. So now they have not only surprising, but maybe in 7 years replacing my These comments right here rank among the highest on the bitterness scale. The thing about the backhanded "I'll just play on PC" comments, or "what do I even need an Xbox for then," is that yes, while Microsoft would rather you buy an Xbox, they'd also rather you open your wallet to them and spend those buku bucks. The console has been a barrier to potential consumers worldwide since forever. Eliminating that price of entry means you have a larger consumer base spending more money using the device of their choice. When you remove the initial sting of a $500 console, the impulse to spend is significantly higher, especially through smartphones, smart TVs, PCs, and tablets. These are almost essential appliances in a typical household, where once you would have spent nothing, you are now spending something. And that potential right there is how Xbox offset the loss of revenue from PlayStation gamers. That gambit right there is worth more to them than spending $7.5 billion to maintain the status quo. And chances are, if you have a capable PC that can run all of Microsoft's planned titles, you're not only now just celebrating that fact in the PlayStation 5 subreddit of all places. For you, it's just business as usual. You are always going to play these Bethesda games on your gaming rig. I laugh especially hard at the comments saying they're just gonna up and pivot to PC gaming. This is what you call a coping mechanism, designed to deal with their insecurities. It's the last thing they can leave to empower themselves to an imagined advantage. One final twist of the knife to reveal how they exposed a loophole that Microsoft, Xbox, and Phil Spencer were completely unaware of. These types of people are loud in their stance and brazen in their foolhardiness, as the only person they're trying to convince is not affected by this whole thing is themselves. So instead of saying, "I'll play on PC, no need for an Xbox," what you're really saying is, "Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you so much. I am so happy that you succeeded in manipulating me into thinking that giving you my money where once I was not is a decision made of my own volition."
Gonna drive through the night since last week. It's like we always talked about. You were so excited for me to finally drive back to your house. But today I drove through the service crying cause you weren't around. You probably with that blonde girl that always made me doubt. Just so much older than me, just everything I'm insecure about. Yeah, today I took through the suburbs, 'cause I could have loved someone else. And I know we weren't perfect,